Pranam and welcome back. Matara is the Divine Mother who guides us through the challenges of our life and helps us overcome the greatest fears of our existence through her infinite compassion and wisdom. Her sadhana does not just involve rituals, it is all about connecting to her energy, and that is the only thing that will help you get close to her. It will enable you transform your life. Now, in part 1 of the series, we had a chat about Matara Sadhana, how to take the sacred bath before initiating her rituals, how Sadhanga Vinyasa and Pranayama prepare us for this journey. If you missed it, don't worry, you can always click on the I button above to watch it first. Now, in part 2, we will be taking things deeper. We will be discussing the powerful rituals of Snana, sacred bath, Tarpana, offering. We will discuss how to know if you are truly ready for Matara Sadhana and why finding a true guru is so important. Plus, we'll guide you on the proper way of purifying the rudraksha for Tara Dhyana and the proper way of calling upon Ma Tara's 10 very beautiful forms. This path is sacred and transformative, and I'm so glad you are there to walk it with me. Let us begin the beautiful journey together. Jai Matara. The snanam should be followed by the tarpana, with the sadhaka saying the following lines. Prakasha Shakti Yuktaya Ida Marghya Maham Dade Martanda Mandale Dhyatva Taranyase Ekajatan Tatha. Meaning, I offer this sacred power to the divine energy full of light and power while meditating upon the sun and invoking the blessings of Matara, the Ekajata form of Matara. You're basically asking protection and guidance from Matara through this mantra. Other than the Tarpana, the sadhaka should also offer 3 arghyas of Gayatri to Matara. Now, the 3 arghyas are offered at different times of the day, symbolizing the cycle of life, growth, and introspection. And each of the arghyas have a different meaning. The morning arghya is to gain wisdom, energy, and clarity through the blessings of Matara. The midday arghya is to ask her to give you her blessings in order to maintain your focus. The evening arghya is to express gratitude for the guidance and protection that you receive during the day and invoke her blessings for protection during the night. For peace and safety during the night. Through these 3 argyas, the devotees actually ask Matara to balance their spiritual and worldly lives, allowing her divine energy to influence their actions and mindset during the day. Do you understand how important this is? Through the blessings of Matara, you can have a fruitful day. You can maintain improved focus. You can have a safe night. You can achieve everything you want, provided you do things as per the proper vidhis. Other than the Arghya and the Tarpana, Sandhya is a crucial aspect of Tara worship in which the sadhaka mutters the mantras, the Ugra Tara mantras, the Nira Saraswati mantras. While the Gayatri mantra of Ugra Tara is chanted 10 times, the special Gayatri mantra is supposed to be chanted 108 times. This is followed by the Nira Saraswati Sandhya and chanting the Gayatri mantra of Ma Nira Saraswati. The Tara mantra is something that only your guru can whisper in either your right ear or your left ear. And that is something that you should never chant without dikhya from your guru. Which brings us to the next part of our discussion, that is the dikhya of Matara. Let me start by saying that not all sadhakas are eligible or entitled to take Tara Dikhya or be initiated into the Tara Mantra. There are certain qualifications and disqualifications that you should remember when you are trying to get initiated into the Tara Mantra. The qualifications for a sadhak to or who wants to know the Tara Mantra are as follows. He should be of the Korina descent. He should be revered, devoted, and ever ready to serve the goddess. He should be attached to the worship of Shakti. he should be dedicated to Matara. Last but not the least, they should be gentle and joyful. These are important qualities for a sadhak who wants to be initiated into the Tara cult. The Tantra describes the disqualification points of the sadhaka wanting to be initiated into the Tara mantra. Listen carefully. These are the following points. A sadhaka lacking the qualities of purity, calmness, wisdom, compassion, humility, self-control, they are not eligible to be initiated into the Tara cult. The one who violates the Kola tradition, who disrespects the Kolas, who puts obstacles in their path, they are not deserving of learning or knowing the Tara mantra. One who abandons the true Guru. Instead, they take shelter with the ones that are not spiritually inclined. They are not eligible to be initiated into the Tara Diksha. Now that you know the disqualifications and the qualifications of getting the Tara mantra, you also know the place of initiation. You still might make a mistake in choosing the right guru who can initiate you into the Diksha. The Tantra has some very strict rules as to who should and who shouldn't be your Diksha guru. For example, you shouldn't be initiated into the Tara Tantra by your mother, father, maternal grandfather, your younger brother, or even your enemy. The Tantra also clearly states that a husband should not initiate his wife into the Tantra. Keep these things in mind when you are searching for your guru. And rest assured, when you find your guru, he will mutter the mantra in your left or right ear and initiate you into the Tantra. In your worship of Tara Dhyana, other than the things that we've just mentioned, the aspects that I'm talking about or will be discussing right now are equally important. Do remember them because they are as important as the external obligations and the offerings for Matara. First is the worship of Shiva alongside Durga. Shiva forms the crucial aspect of Shakti and he is always worshipped alongside Tara in all her rituals, all her festivities. Second thing, why you worship Ma is performance of Antaryana, a spiritual or internal offering, where you offer your egos, your inner self to Ma. In order to practice Antaryana, first you need to sit in a comfortable position in a quiet place. Start with practicing breathing in and breathing out. Pranayama. Chant mantras or prayers dedicated to Ma. Offer your thoughts, intentions, emotions to Ma, visualizing them as offerings placed at her feet. Mentally surrender your ego, your desire, any form of negativity in you, surrender them all to Ma. Complete it with expressions of gratitude. And there you have completed your Antaryana. Practice it regularly as a form of Tara Sadhana. When we are discussing about Matara, the yantra of Ma is a crucial aspect, but it is also a very sensitive topic. And it is your Guru who can provide you with the accurate and the required information about the proper method of worship using the Tara yantra. What we can say about the Tara yantra, is that it is usually inscribed in vessels of copper, iron, kapaya, woods of the cremation ground, silver, gold, and other materials. Not everyone can be comfortable in doing a Tara yantra or inscribing a Tara yantra in the vessels that we mentioned. In the absence of vessels, or if you are unable to draw the yantra in the vessels, in that case, you can make a pushpa yantra for Matara using the flowers of Karavira, Aparajita, Jabba, hibiscus, or the Drona flowers. In the absence of all of these elements, you can still worship Ma using a Saradrama and water. Always remember, the Japamala for Ma has to be specific. It needs to be made either of rudrakhsya, silver, or corals. The Tara Tantra clearly states that chanting the mantras using the rudraksha for Ma helps you attain sarvasiddhi. But after telling you all of this, it is also my duty to tell you that you need to be very careful about purifying these, as failure to do so can incur the wrath of Ma. The yantra of Ma needs to be purified on a regular interval. The japamala needs to be purified with specific ingredients. In this case, for Matara, the purifying of the japamala needs to be done using ashwatha and panchagavya. Panchagavya that is prepared using the ingredients that are obtained from a cow. Panchagavya is usually obtained using cow milk, cow dung, urine, curd, and ghee. Throughout the video, we discussed about Tara Dhyana and the methods in which you can do Tara Dhyana for Matara's blessings. But what exactly is Tara Dhyana? Are they only mantras? Dhyana is actually building a bridge between you and Ma. The bridge that will help you get Ma's blessings. The bridge that will help you in your transformative journey. Because believe me when I tell you, Ma Tara can transform you. She can transform your life and make you a totally different person from what you were when you started the whole thing. Dhyana or meditation is not just a form of concentration, but it is a transformative process where the practitioner seeks direct connection with Ma. Meditating on Matara as part of the worship ritual intensifies devotion. It opens you to her energy. It calms and soothes you, purifies you from within. It awakens your kundalini shaktis. It helps you balance your chakras. Usually in Tara Dhyana, there are 10 primary forms of Ma that are meditated upon. Let me tell you in brief about each form and their signature energies. The first form of Matara is Near Saraswati, who represents the limitless sky, who's blue in color. She is meditated upon for knowledge, intellectual prowess, concentration, focus. She enhances your creativity skills. The second form is Ma Ugratara or Ekajata, who is portrayed as a fierce, wrathful deity. She removes obstacles from your life. She protects you from dangers, helps you remove obstacles and enemies from your life. The third form is Ma Matara, who is called upon for swift aid when you are in danger, in times of troubles, for removing fear, for removing obstacles from your path. Ma Matara helps you in overcoming the difficulties of life. She provides you with spiritual protection, physical protection when you need it the most in your life. Fourth is Ma Vrihattara, who is invoked for abundance, success, prosperity, fulfillment of the desires of your life. The fifth form is Ma Mahatara, who is associated with liberation and moksha, who helps her devotees cross the samsara of life. Ma Mahatara is invoked upon by people seeking spiritual enlightenment. If you want the transformation, if you have been seeking the transformation, Ma Mahatara is who you should invoke in your life. Number 6 is Ma Chintamani Tara or wish fulfilling Tara, who clears the mental worries from your life. She's invoked to fulfill your desires and she's very helpful. The blessings of Chintamani Tara come especially useful in overcoming financial difficulties, in providing maternal prosperity. The 7th is Ma Vijayatara or the goddess of victory, who is invoked for getting success in your endeavors, especially when you are facing challenges in your life. She helps overcome difficulties, clear the obstacles from your path, and achieve spiritual and worldly goals. 8th is Ma Bhrikutitara, who is invoked for removing evil spirits, negative energies from your life. Ma Bhrikuti Tara helps conquer internal enemies as well, like your ego, anger, and worldly attachments. Ninth is Ma Khadga Tara, who carries a sword. She gets her name from carrying a sword. She cuts the ignorance and delusions of your life. She represents the decisive energy required to cut through illusions, through negative or wrong perceptions of your life. Number 10 is Ma Pragya Tara. In Sanskrit, Pragya means wisdom. Invoking the blessings of Ma Pragya Tara can help you get unbound wisdom in your life. She is invoked to get insight into the true nature of reality. Thank you for being with us so far. We tried our best to include information that would help you get a start to your sadhana of Matara. Do tell us in the comments below if we missed something or you would like to know in the upcoming videos so we can do our research accordingly. Thank you for being with us so far. Please watch our other videos as well. Thank you.